we're cranking it lower.
Or it's cranked. We could go in the city, I guess. How long do we have? 30 minutes, probably not then.
Maybe. Yeah, this is the brightest it gets. How would we possibly do that, Sam? You want to do that? Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mark's turning stuff back and stuff off.
Thanks, mate.
Do it again.
We gotta start packing stuff up because we have to do it like later. We're not doing it now for stuff we're not using.
Which isn't great. We don't have that band. They don't have.
What can we pack up?
Okay.
Get back, Darwin, come on!
think that they should do that.
Actually, yeah. There's a new one that they might have.
Do you need to plug this one in?
Do we have two commentators?
Yeah, Liz is coming. So we'll be here for the next game too, us two.
One at that side, one to the other side. Okay. And that's
Women's.
hello. Yeah. Okay.
Who's that? He wasn't running around out there then. I thought number 5 was him, but when he got up close, it wasn't. So yeah, Jager should be, because that was Div 1. That was Prems or Prems? That was Prem Reserves, eh? Yeah, so he wasn't running, so he should be playing that unless he's injured. He's not in there? Oh, don't go off what's in Player HQ. Are you going off Player HQ?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that can. Nah. True.
Because my shift thing set replays.
Oh, okay. For the girls.
So, yep, Elsie's 5 and Kate above her is 20.
20. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe they paid for replay?
The single camera.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, do I just unplug all this stuff? Oh, the monitors.
Keep the monitor there.
Yeah. The monitor's not going to have anything.
Right, the monitor normally doesn't have stuff like this.
But for the commentators.
Yeah, they can see the field. And, like, some good replays or anything added to the video.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't see that, especially at the night one.
Yeah, right.
So we'll need that monitor.
We need to leave the. Can I unplug this bit?
Yeah.
We have nothing on the screen. The stream is black.
About now.
Still black. The stream is black.
Dig in, sister.
I've got a
Please cut.
same as me.
Make it the
Because
camera.
last time I
Oh,
sat
remember
on
last
him,
time?
yeah, and I asked for a light already.
Oh, good work.
So we've got no
Lady at the
fan.
gate wasn't going to let me in. I'm like,
We've got no fan today.
we were here last night and watching. Fuck, I don't know if I can get down that far. Seriously?
I'll go one leg in, one leg out. Don't, you should have seen me.
If I sit down, I won't be able to get back up.
We're here for
I got the wrong outfit on.
We're here for 4 hours.
Lucky it's got stretch in this. I'm 50 next year. You shouldn't be doing this to me, right?
We want chairs. busted up knees and stuff.
I'll yell at the council to build a better grandstand.
Well, we used to do it there.
We used to commentate
And then they
from
kicked
there.
us here for the last 3 seasons. We used to have that.
It's way better.
No, we used to commentate
No,
there.
that's the commentary. That's where we always used to sit.
And then the umpires kicked us out to have that back for umpiring. And we said,
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Gardens Oval today for round 16 of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League competition. And today we've got a great game coming up between Tiwi Bombers and Southern Districts. My name's Liz Cruz. Joining me in the commentary box, the commentary grandstand today, outdoor broadcast, is Tash Medbury. How are you, Tash?
good, thanks, Liz, and looking forward to today's game. It should be an absolute ripper. Crocs played really well against us last week and have some really big-bodied girls in there that definitely know how to play footy and kick it long. And Tiwi actually playing pretty much for finals positions, and mathematically, Crocs, if they win today and win a couple more games, they can take 5th off us as well. So there's a log jam between 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th at the moment. It's like a couple of games in it.
Yeah, there is great summary, Tash, too. And what a great season of women's football we've had up here in the NT. The top 2 teams, St Mary's and Pints, drew last weekend.
Great
Pints
game.
still undefeated, but St Mary's pushing them all the way. And as you said, so many teams just in that roundabout position. Obviously, Nightcliff and Waratah will sew up 3rd and 4th, but yeah, a couple of teams vying for finals. So
And you've got Buffs in there as well. So
Yep.
there's us, I think us 5th, Buffs 6th, Tiwi 7th, and Crocs 8th. So there's 4 teams there.
yeah, so Tiwi Bombers sitting 7th on the ladder with 4 wins, 9 losses. Southern Districts 8th with 3 wins, 10 losses, but they've had a great second half of the season. Their coach is Peter Lake, but for the Tiwi Bombers, Willie Baird is the coach as we just trying to get this game underway. The umpire making some
Izzy Boyd is on the
changes.
wrong wing. There's 2 Crocs on the one wing here, so you can just see number 1 just running across to the far wing there. So I don't reckon that's going to be a warning to start the game.
No jumper clash today, even though these clubs have the same colours, so it should be a good call. Here at beautiful Gardens Oval, the ground looks like it's held up pretty well. There was a game here last night between St Mary's and Waratah, and we'll let you get underway, Tash.
Yep. Where Davies played really well last week, so Crocs go forward. The first clearance. Good work, Ellie Hardwick there. Got a hand in there. On the wing. Driving forward, Tiwi Bombers. Handball to a bit of space, looking for Maria Rioli. That looks like she's dropped the ball, and Maria Rioli's going to have the free kick to start this game. Good tackle there on Fleur Davies.
Yeah, Maria played for Essendon VFL in the rep game last week, which was fantastic.
Hewitt got it to a teammate there in Forsyth. There's Hewitt again. Good smother there by Kimberly Cunningham. There's Rioli again, just pats it to herself. She could have taken off there, but she goes with the barrel. Looking for Dunn down there. Oh, she tapped it to herself as well. So they're done. So numbers, Crocs. Crawford could have got that back, but turn and go there by Boyd. Kicks it out wide. Can they keep it in? They can. Good pick up out there by Nenke. So on the wing. Crocs again. Just the numbers. Tiwi finally getting numbers to the footy now. Oh, they get out the back. No, good work there by May Cantilla. And there she goes again. So Frida Punatana Mary's taken the mark. Half back. There's Riri. Just backwards the centre wing. And close to the boundary line there.
So, yeah, just kept in there. Megan Crawford first to the ball, the captain of Southern Districts. The ball's held to her and the umpire has blown the whistle. So,
Just looking for a key. Yeah, I think the... So we've got a bit of tugging the jumper there, but the umpire let that go. Just looking at a few key matchups. Apologies there, just with the...
technical
We're
difficulties.
just getting a few technical things sorted here.
in the outdoor broadcast. Carly Burke there, the last one up off the ground for the Tiwi Bombers, playing some good footy.
A bit of an arm wrestle, just to get a few matchups there. So, Rhea across half back as usual. There's Rioli again. Just caught off the footy. Jamie Lee, poor Jimmy, gets in there as well, comes to the back. Tiwi just a bit fumbly to start the game. They've been able to grab it on the first possession. They've probably been clear a couple of times. Rioli, I'm not sure what she was trying to do there with her leg to try and stop that footy. It gets out in the open finally. So Kate Twaddle. And
No,
I hope everyone can hear us.
No.
'Cause apologies here. I'll just keep calling anyway and hope that they can hear us.
Yeah,
So
just keep
there's
going.
Sarah Carbone. No, sorry, that's Brown in there. Putting her hand up for the ruck is Twaddle again. Taken to ground. The umpire said that's holding the footy, and the free kick is going the way of Riri Bush. Kicks it out wide. Intercepted here by Boyd. She started the game pretty well. Hand passes to herself, and the umpire said that's below the legs. So the free kick going to Isabella Boyd. No, she looks inboard. Dangerous kick. Mark couldn't be taken there by Emma Forsyth. Also played in the rep game. Had a pretty good game as well. Tiwi like to move the ball quickly. Good body work out there. Trying to get there now is Lorenzo. Tapping it to herself. Oh, this is Tiwi brand of footy. They love this in the open space. Dunn picks it up. Tried to hand pass over the top. They've got a player running towards the goal square if they can get it out the back. That's Kathleen Cunningham off screen. They just need to pick it up and get it forward here, the Bombers. Crocs will be hoping for a stoppage, and they've got one better. They've won the free kick there with the captain, Crawford. She goes forward, nearly intercepted there by Schneider. Crawford gets back, just manages to get boot to ball. There's a number of Tiwi players all around this footy. If they can get it out, they can't again. Forsyth's there to rescue the day there. Boyd can't pick it up. No one scored as yet in this game. Here the Crocs go forward. Good intercept, smother again. Thought that was holding without the footy. Maybe a free kick to the Tiwi Bombers there, I thought.
Yeah, May Cantilla doing a power of work in there, but it's Southern Districts who've cleared with a high up and under. Ooh. Underneath it, trying to mark it was Kinner, but Districts with their head over the ball. Ree Bush now will expect her to come into the game a fair bit today, though, Tash, with her experience.
Yeah, she's already taken a mark and got herself a free kick for a great tackle that she got on a Crocs play in the forward line. There's Davies. There's that booming kick. Some of these players that have come into the Crocs in the last couple of weeks really made a difference. But well bred there, Tiwi with a bounce. Oh, but coming in as Hewitt. Hewitt read that like a book. She just popped it up. Probably a little bit too much over the head of her teammate Malone. Can this stay in? It does. Rioli will get there first. She's out-bodied, but goes in and lays a tackle with her second effort. Well done there to Rioli. Too close to the boundary line to try and let that dribble out, and Kimberly Cunningham kept it in. She's kicked it forward. Also got a hand to it. Boyd's in there once again. Gets a handball out to a teammate in Toy. Toy drives it forward. And a good mark taken back there by May Cantilla.
Yeah, she's doing a great job, Cantilla, as she switches to the far side. She's got a teammate out there in Jamie Lee Jimmy. She's rocking the long hair today. Normally she ties it up. She looks completely different.
She caught me by surprise as well.
Almost a good mark there by Lorenzo, but the pressure by Southern District sees them turn it over. Kick it into the 50, and that's a fantastic mark by Eva Harris. Right on the 50. Plays on quickly on the right. A beautiful lead. Almost a mark there again to Davies. I'm impressed with her early, but Reed Bush wraps it up.
Saves the day again. Yeah, Davies had an outstanding game last week for the Crocs.
She's got a great size about her for football.
Against from Queensland Way, I believe. Southport Sharks. They go in again. She can pick this up. Good tackle there by Hardwick. Ellie. Stalwart now,
yeah,
and then she goes out. That's a clearing kick. Oh, they let it bounce. Went between Olivia Schneider and her teammate, but it's going to come back in. Crocs just blazing away. Davies again as the target, and this time she's plucked it. So just caught behind there, Frida Puttatunamary. Couldn't get a fist on that footy, and this is well within Davies' range as well. I believe the breeze is going that way, as it usually always does.
Yeah, as I said, she's just that great physique and attacking football style has been really impressive in this first quarter.
I don't want to give her the commentator's curse, but she's usually a good kick of the footy. Nice. And she's got it. So through the big sticks. Yeah, she was on a list. I tried to get her at the Palmerston Magpies when she first was delisted by GWS, I think. Now she plays for Southport.
Yeah, so, as you said, a ruck. She's 185 centimetres, so great height for the women's football competition. Spent some time on the Giants list, and she's kicked the first goal. She was an under-18 All-Australian ruck, and she's got a couple of sisters also on the Suns list. So had a bit of injury problems with the shoulder, but she's up and about in the NTFL competition.
I think she came up for work, or there was friends up here, but I met her, and once she said she just come up from the AFL list. Did my best to try and get her at Palmy, but she ended up at Crocs. Lucky them.
Very lucky.
So back in the middle, she's chopping out the ruck with Horn today. In there, Schneider. She started the game well, bit of size to her in the midfield as well. The Bombers missing a couple of players that's helped them get the win, a couple of the wins after Christmas. A lot of the Collingwood VFLW girls not playing here today. About 3 of them. Oh, it takes off, has a bounce there. Jamie Lee, poor Jimmy, handballs the ball to Kathleen Cunningham. She goes in. Looked like it was off the side of her boot, but I reckon she was going for Mungatopi. And a shot, is it touched? It is. Well done on the line there to Harden.
Beautiful build-up, though, by the Tiwi Bombers, and some great link-ups there, but great defence as well by Southern District, so they'll bring it in now. They're up the Mindle Beach and bringing it in the grandstand side, and the player there, just trying to find her on the team sheet. Got 2 number 4s on my team sheet as they see that over the line. So there'll be a throw-in. We can't have too much longer left in this quarter. I think we're just coming up to the 10-minute mark.
As they get it forward here, Crocs just paddling it to themselves. And again, this is Tiwi sort of brand of footy. That was Eloise O'Brien. She had a good game last week as well. Kicks it to space. Hewitt's parked underneath this. She can take on her play here. She plays on quickly. Just didn't have enough legs on it. Caught behind there was Davies. So Frida has a bit of a hard task down there, but she does well to get it to the boundary line. She's going to go on ruck against Fleur Davies. I had to go and ruck against her a couple of times last week, and I tell you what, I tried to move her. You could not move her 1 centimetre. Very, very strong girl.
So throw in now. And there's been a whistle for holding, and it's going to go to Davies. So, yeah, she's having a huge impact in this first quarter here at Gardens Oval for the Crocs.
Just that size and strength, just the pull of the jumper there by Frida.
Beautiful pass.
Yeah, lovely. Straight into the corridor. Loose check in there to the Bombers. And the mark is taken there by Bonnie Brown. So probably just on her distance here. 1 goal straight so far. Southern District's been a really big arm wrestle to start this game. A lot on the line for both teams. And she tries to steer that through. Had the distance, not the accuracy.
So Rhiannon Bush to bring the ball in. She's a premiership player in the NTFL. Originally played for Palmerston.
Yeah, she won a premiership with us, and then with the Crocs.
And as well with Crocs, and comes up from Melbourne every weekend to play for the Tiwi Bombers. Little kick in by Bush, just dropped it. Frida put in Mary, couldn't quite take it. Handballs in front of herself, Tiwi style, but gets it to Noreen Mungatopi. Mungatopi's kick intercepted there by Lucetti. Crocs now turning it over. Lucetti's kick comes off the side of the boot. Goes across the face of goal.
Look at Davies with a bit of pace here.
Yeah, so trying to beat May Cantilla to the ball. Cantilla does really well there. Shrugs 2 tackles, gets the handball inside to Bush, gets the kick away. So just over the 50 here. They just keep pushing it forward. Tiwi Bombers, and Lorenzo with the kick now. Great trap by Lalia Dunn. Handball's out in front of herself. She's got Ashley Walsh hot on her heels, just takes it across the 50 line. Walsh, very good defender for Crocs. Picked up now by Rioli. Rioli with the kick. There's 2 Crocs players back there and just 1 Tiwi Bomber, so they turn it over. The kick doesn't come off as intended. Dunn's in there again now. Tiwi Bombers send it inboard, but just that loose Croc defender back there.
Good tackle.
Gets wrapped up by Cunningham. But Crocs managed to get the kick away. Dangerous position here in the front of goals. Picked up by the Tiwi Bombers, and the goal kicker there, Yelena Tippenwoody, with an important goal for the Tiwi Bombers at the 13-minute mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, Crocs had the numbers, as you said and pointed out a couple of times there, Liz, but just not enough talk, and with the clearing kick, you probably would have been happy when it got close to the back pocket there to probably fumble it over and have a stoppage and a boundary throw in rather than put it back into the corridor, which is always dangerous when the Tiwi Bombers are around. Well done to Dunn as well out at half forward. She come out, met the footy, and then put it to her own advantage. I thought she should have given the handball into the player running past, I think, which was Kiranua. But in the end, they got the goal. Well worked. So 7 apiece.
Lalia Dunn's played over 100, 150 games of Women's Premier League football, so very, very experienced. And the goal kicker, Jelena Tippenwoody, in her 2nd season of Women's Premier League. So back in the middle now, and the tap down by Caitlin Horn. of Crocs, but it's Tiwi that send it in their direction. So no clear possession yet. Crocs just tapping it away. Rioli running through. Picked up now by Toy of Crocs. Gets it out in front of a teammate. They're going to bring it down the wing. Beautiful kick. Some hard running there.
Oh, well done,
by,
Hewitt.
Yeah, Rania Hewitt, just a talented junior player. Looks inboard for Davies. Davies there now. Gets the handball off, and Crocs just can't take it with them. That was Harris. They go back in for another effort. Davies is just everywhere for Crocs. Now she gives the hands off to Collins. Collins with the kick. 1-on-1 over the back. Some good work by May Cantilla once again, but picked up by Crocs.
Across the face there, Emma.
Yeah,
Offside.
behind. So the score now, Tiwi Bombers 117, trailing Southern Districts 1-8.
What have we gone? 14 and a half, nearly 15
Yeah,
minutes.
nearly 15 minutes.
So, Bush with the kick-out duties once again. She plays on, runs a full measure as well. Good kick as well, just gets it outside the 50. Picked up by Cabone. And this is going to bounce in. It bounces lovely for Hewitt. Hewitt, that's not beyond her as well. Puts it to the goal square. Bush will get there first, pick it up, and that's gone off the side of her boot, and that landed just inside the
I thought it
paint.
was inside,
yeah. Oh, she's
a bit stiff there.
yeah, a little bit. But we're in the right position here. So Hewitt will look into the corridor here, or put it to the top of the square. There she is in the corridor. Lovely lead and a
great
good
running.
kick. Well done there to her teammate in Nenki.
How good was that lead? Yeah, Rania Hewitt, one of our up-and-coming juniors here. Her dad, Ruben, played 150 games for the Crocs and life member, so a strong family connection out there at Fred's Pass. But it's Nenki now on the right. Good, just doesn't quite get the distance, but that's a fantastic mark in the goal square by Bonnie Brown.
Well done.
Showing her strength.
So she should go back and nail the second here for the Crocs just before quarter time, you'd think. Oh, we've gone 16 and a half. She goes in now, Brown, and slots that through. Crocs have their second and take the lead now. They extend it by 7 points.
Yeah, just that strength in the goal square to take that mark. She almost took one a few moments earlier, but couldn't. So the Tiwi Bombers trailing Southern Districts 2-14. Tiwi Bombers 1-17. Almost the 17-minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. Doing well, the Crocs.
Our little sidekick here, DJ's just letting us know that there's 4 Crocs girls that are Norwood players. Number four.
It's good sitting in the crowd and commentating. And
Nenki.
Norwood, of course, in South Australia. So very famous club down there.
So back in the middle. Here we go. The run and carry. This is Tiwi. Handballs in front of herself there. Kathleen Cunningham picked up by Tippenwoody, the goal kicker. Walsh is underneath it. It gets to the back done. She picks it up. She has a shot on goal and she's kicked it. She's snuck that one in, and the second for the Bombers. And they're now trailed by a point. So that was definitely in red time here in the first quarter.
It was. And Lalia Dunn's son, Damien's been playing in the men's Premier League the last few weeks before going back to boarding school in South Australia. So how's that?
Yeah,
mother and son both playing for the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, great. Always great when
Great
the
story.
families, are together. But well done, Kathleen Cunningham there in the middle. She knew she was going to get caught, but just handballed to herself, and good work there by Tip and Woody as well to come forward to the footy.
So that reply by Tiwi Bombers sees a 1-point margin. Southern Districts 2-14, leading the Tiwi Bombers 2-1-13. 18 minutes into this first quarter. It's been a long quarter. Nice conditions here today at Gardens Oval.
So Schneider couldn't get it. Second crack in there by Horn, and there's the siren. So that really late goal by the Tiwi Bombers has them trailing by a point, Liz, but a really good first quarter and a total arm wrestle. No one really dominated.
They didn't. I really like the form of Fleur Davies, though, for Southern District. She was good, and Lalia Dunn just doing some really important work for her team when it gets down their end. We'll go to the quarter time break and be back for the second quarter after these messages.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Welcome back to Gardens Oval for the second quarter of this round 16 Women's Premier League game, TIO NTFL competition. It's a really close first quarter, just 1 point the difference. Southern Districts 2-2-14, leading the Tiwi Bombers 2-1-13. Tash, we've got a good game on our hands here.
Yeah, we do. Tiwi got one just before quarter time as well to get within that point, but a real arm wrestle here. No one's really dominating. I mean, Fleur Davies is a player that's the ball sort of coming to her down that forward line, and they've taken her out of the ruck, which is probably a good option as well, give that target. But Tiwi on here, Schneider can pick it up and keep going. She couldn't pick it up. Getting back there to help was Cabone, tries to kick it off the ground. Wrapped up now. Both teams will be happy with the stoppage here. Lucky the Crocs. We had 4 players running forward, and Crocs all got caught on the footy. So umpire tosses it up. Schneider gets hands to it. Coming through Emma Forsyth again. Oh, good work.
Pressure
By the captain there. So Higgin, as always, Horford trying to get the ball again. Again, it's just a tight contest. They're trying to get it to the open side here. Rioli overruns the footy. They put body pressure on her, knock her off the footy. Good work there by Shearer. And the ball comes forward through Collins. Gets it up towards the wing on the far side. Hardwick tried to kick it off the ground, went straight into a Crocs player's hands. Toys at the back here. Does it bounce kindly? It doesn't. Reed Bush was there as well. She got hands to it, got it to a teammate. Ducks inside the tackle. Clearing kick. There's a runner in the way out there to get out the way very quickly. Crocs go forward once again. And pass forward. Dunn's there. Davies spins out of the tackle. Carbone again. It's up and under and parked underneath it is the goal kicker, I think.
Bonnie
That was Brown.
Yeah. Playing some good footy early for the Crocs.
So Davies is on here. No one's picked her up. And the ball goes straight to her as you would. And this is well within her range. And she's already got 1 goal in that first quarter, but definitely the target down forward.
Yeah, as I said earlier, 185 centimetres, so she's got beautiful height for this game. And she's going to run in and have a shot on goal from about 35, 40 metres. And
she nails it as well. So she's got her second on the board. The Crocs kick the first of this second quarter. Now takes them to a 7-point lead here at the start of the second. But good target, well done. Carbone, couple of touches as she comes off. So Boyd's waiting on the sideline there. Looks like she's got a bit of bandage around her head.
Yeah, so 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, and Southern Districts have a 7-point lead, 3-2-20, leading the Tiwi Bombers 2-1-13. And these two teams play in the Men's Premier League competition straight after this, so there's a good crowd rolling here at Gardens Oval. The Tiwi Bombers home game today. Dry conditions for the first time in a few weeks as we get back underway in the middle.
So Davies has gone chop out in the ruck. Free kick. It's going the way of the Bombers. So Davies needs to move back off the mark here. Comes out. Jamie Lee Portimi, we've seen this 1,000 times on a footy field. She's done it to me about 100 times. Hand passes over the top, draws the player in. Quick kick forward there by Cunningham. They all let it bounce. Well done, Crawford again. The captain down there is a bit like the wall that Rhiannon Bush is up the other end. But Port Jimmy has it. So not much movement forward. They're all saying to kick it now. She's got Schneider on. Oh, she could have chipped it over the top, but Hewitt cut that off. So she goes to the top. It comes off the side of her boot. And nearly a mark taken there by the Districts player. Taken to ground there was Lamy.
Yeah, she just landed on the ball. That would have hurt as
winded.
Southern Districts trying to get it out. But cut off in that chain of handballs. Kick now in the Tiwi Bombers goal direction, but some good pressure there by Eddie Shearer. Foot race now, Rioli and Shearer, but coming out of the goal square, Dunn spins around and puts it on the right. Her kick smothered by Walsh. Some sensational defence there, but she goes to ground.
Well done, Walsh.
Yeah, I've commentated her a few times this season, and she's just rock solid back there in defence for Southern Districts. Even in those games where they were getting flogged at the start of the season,
yeah, she just
was fantastic.
Well, that was 3 efforts there. I mean, to put the pressure on, put the tackle, smother, and then went for the footy again after the smother and got shoved in the back. So she looks for Hewitt, but She let that go for her teammate and Harden. Harden plays on. Just looking for the chip again. Brown's the target. She's come a long way from goal, but Crocs are happy with this. They're happy to leave the forward line vacant. Good rundown tackle by Bush. Out to Boyd. Boyd picks it up. Had to get rid of it quickly. Getting in there was Twaddle. Boyd again. Handball out. Taken from behind. That's holding the footy. Good chase down by Frida Punatana Mary. She should kick this forward for the Bombers.
I think it's Maria Rioli.
Oh, yeah, it is Rioli.
Yeah, with that shoulder strap today. Off one step.
She's gone the torp too.
Torpy and mark by Jamie Lee Pajimi. Just landed in her hands like an Easter basket.
Someone needs to go with Rioli here. She can chip it over the top, and she does. Well done. Rioli plays on. And she snuck it in.
I think
she's missed.
Unlucky. That was great by the Tiwi Bombers.
Endurance running. That's what I love to see by Maria Rioli. She's full of skills. Just getting that fitness and that tank going, which she just showed then. Yeah,
super talented. The younger sister of Morris, who's playing in for Richmond with Uncle Daniel. So, of course, the Rioli name famous and synonymous in territory footy. So.
Last touch. So
Richmond will be up here next weekend, I think. They're doing a training camp.
Yeah, training camp, I think. So Maria Rioli, she's got the free kick. Last touch rule out there on the far flank. Plays on. No one's running towards her. Just spears it in. It's for a teammate there, Murphy. Boyd. She dropped the footy. You hear the crowd. Under a bit of pressure. Crocs playing Shearer's there. Oh, there's Rioli again. She's held off the footy. Puts the pressure on the Crocs defenders here. They can't seem to clear it now. They finally do. Get it out the defensive 50. Davies was tracking that. She let it go for Brown. Couldn't mark the footy. Hard contest there. As Bush picks herself up. She gets the footy back again. Shovels it out to her teammate. Quick kick forward and lands in the arms of the Crocs. Puts herself under pressure and her teammate. She should have gone back and had her mark and kick. They're under enormous pressure. Walsh is there. She gets the kick away. Boyd's underneath it. Needs to take this mark. She's crunched in the contest. Nearly picked up there by poor Jimmy. And it's close to the boundary line. Kept in Murphy. She has her kick smothered. I've never seen so many smothers in a short game of footy so far that we've seen in this contest already. Rioli picks it up, runs into her own teammate. She snaps. It's going to land on the top of the goal square, parked underneath it there. Crocs players. That's Harden and rushed through for a minor score. She plays on quickly here, Harden, and she's got Davies on the far side of the ground.
Yeah, covering some ground now, Davies. 7.5 minutes into the second quarter here at Gardens Oval. Crocs working it down at the far wing. Great kick, good running as well though, but by Rania Hewitt, just another one of the Crocs players having a great game. Gets it back inboard to Davies.
Can come across here. She's got two players by themselves. That's where she goes into the corridor. Good kick. Finds Lucetti. Lucetti handballs to a teammate and Collins. Collins runs into the corridor. She can just tip it over the top. How does it bounce? Kindly. They're going to go into an open goal and it's kicked there by Twaddle.
Yeah, Twaddle in the number 20. Tiwi Bombers just letting Crocs run away with that one. There was 3 or 4 unmarked players which allowed them to set that up and some good teamwork by the Crocs. So at the 8.5 minute mark of the second quarter, it sees Crocs extend their lead 4-2-26 to the Tiwi Bombers 2-14.
Yeah, good work and really good play by the defensive 5 here for the Crocs. Under enormous pressure, but they rushed it through and then played on quickly, which caught the Tiwi Bombers flat-footed once they got it over the top and out to Hewitt. She looked inboard to Davies, and then they were on in the corridor. As you said about Liz, they had 2 or 3 players by themselves, and that resulted in a goal. So well done to the Crocs defenders.
Yeah, and good delivery by foot as well. Their kicking has improved so much throughout the season. And we're back underway here. Crocs now with the centre clearance and... here's Davies again coming out to meet the ball. Goes back to Collins. Now they go inboard to Twaddle, the goal kicker. Hewitt running there, but Tiwi, I think that's Cunningham just coming out of defence now. Huge kick down the wing, and they've got a 2-on-1 here. They just need to pick it up. Maria Rioli's in there along with Lorenzo, and they get that kick away. So it's just going to go across the line though off off the legs of Megan Crawford, the captain of Southern Districts.
Yeah, I think they're saying that it should be last touch, but I think that was fumbled, so it should be a boundary throw-in. So good call here by the umpire.
The Tiwi Bombers are the ones that need to get a hustle on Tash. They need to get a goal before half time.
Yeah, in the context of this game, the 2-goal difference at the moment, if they get it to a 3-goal, that could be the real change, because it is an arm wrestle, but there's 2-goal lead. Schneider goes in. She's wrapped up. Couldn't get rid of the footy. Up and under kick. Try and mark that, will ya? Boyd tries to tap it out to Lucetti. Toy went without it. Crawford again, trying to cut it off. Goes in second effort. Good tackle applied. She goes in again. I think that was accidental hair there, but she let it go as soon as she felt it.
Yeah, she apologised straight away. Tiwi Bombers, Lally are done now. Picks it up, puts it on the right, high, up and under kick, and a good mark in defence by Southern Districts.
They can switch here. They've got the switch on. She just got to look sideways here. Now she finally does. They've got to make sure they take this mark. They've got players over the top on the fat side of the ground. She can pick it up and run. They've got another 2 players. There they go. Oh, well done there by the Bombers. Chopped off there by Kimberly Cunningham. She's got a player by herself in the corridor. Steps around one. Has a snap. Has a snap from about 45, if you don't mind, and it's gone out of bounds.
I'm not sure why she's indicating on the full, because it did definitely bounce inside and she's been corrected.
They're all a bit...
Should be a... well, no. Yeah, that's... not sure why. I was going to say that was a good result for the Tiwi Bombers because... anyway, Southern Districts bring it in through Walsh. Kick on the right. Nicely marked there by Davies. She's just really starting to dominate this game. Fleur Davies, kick 2, and she says...
That's the commentator's curse.
She says that one just went over the line on the full. So maybe Karma there, and Tiwi Bombers will get the kick in through Lami Lami.
Yeah, she was looking for Hewitt. It seems to be the go-to players for them too. They're finding each other quite often so far in this game. So again, not much movement. Crawford's standing in the hole, so they go the barrel. And that's where Crawford is. She couldn't mark it. Probably need to attack the footy then, but she let it bounce. This is dangerous here. The Bombers get a kick away. Walsh was there as well. It's at the top of the goal square. And just ripped it out of the back there was the Districts player trying to clear it. That was Shearer, Eddie Shearer. Just ripped it out of the contest, cleared the footy. In the middle here. Keeping control there was May Cantilla. She's got a lot of players to beat. Finally gets a bit of help from her teammates in there. Hewitt. Here's a kick, looking for Brown. Gets out the back. Bush is there. She's got no one to help her. She'll be happy with this stoppage. And well done and well played. She knew exactly what she was doing with no teammates around her there, and she was outnumbered. Happy to create that stoppage. That's experience, so you can't buy that sometimes.
13 minutes into the second quarter, and it is Southern Districts 4-2-26, leading
lovely.
the Tiwi Bombers 2-2-14 as Tiwi Bombers break away from the ball up. That long kick going over the top of everyone. Jamie Palipa Jimmy's there, and she kicks it into the post in what would have been the Tiwi Bombers' first goal for this second quarter. So they're having some shots at it, Tash. They're attacking.
They are, and well read there off the rucks there was Rioli, Maria Rioli again. There's counter Toy. So Toy will stick to this side. Player unmarked. So Harris, you can hear them all yelling. She's taken a couple of really good marks. It gets to Hewitt. Well done, Bush got a fist in there. Then she gets the kick away, but goes straight back to Harris. She dropped the footy. Dangerous here. The Bombers spins out of one tackle there. Lorenzo kicks it forward. Crawford couldn't get there. Here's Jamie Lee. Poor Jimmy. Can she have another crack at it? Handballs to herself. Picks it up. This time she has a shot on goal and she's kicked it.
Wow.
No.
Oh, wow. That was unbelievable play by Jamie Lee. She's been playing Women's Premier League footy up here for 16 or 17 years and still got that exciting Tiwi brand of football and run about her. So Walsh to bring it back in for Southern Districts. She's coming down the grandstand side and Hewitt takes a nice mark.
She's got a player at the back here by herself. They just need to talk. Didn't there. So Malone, she dropped the mark. She probably should have left for a teammate there in Twaddle. But now they get it. Now they get it to Davies. She couldn't control it. Just hand passes to space. Again, they've got the numbers. Toy intercepted. Good tackle by Boyd. She didn't let go. It was close to the boundary there, but Tiwi player there kicks it forward. That was Lorenzo. Needs to get rid of it. Chase down from behind. They've got players out the back here, the Crocs. Good pickup by Nenke. Nenke looking for Cabone. Cabone against Schneider. Out there on the wing. Schneider outnumbered. She'll be happy as well to create a stoppage here. Now the numbers get there for the Bombers. And the ball's not going anywhere. The umpire's going to ball it up on the far centre wing.
Yeah, so ticking over now the 15-minute mark. So
10 points.
Yeah, 2 goals scored in this quarter as Davies just hitting it down. Picked up nicely there, though, by Tweddle.
No one's in the forward 50 here for the Crocs, so they all got forward. Didn't work for them that time. They're looking to switch here. The Bombers.
Dangerous.
Oh, dangerous. Toy's got over there. She's pretty strong, Toy. She won the Best and Fairest Rugby League medal. Not the season just gone, the season before.
Ooh.
So she's very strong. Needs to get rid of the footy now. There's her teammate there and caught Lucetti.
Reed Bush is getting up slowly there. She was actually held without it. She should have got a free kick and hurt her knee going down as Tiwi Bombers now come through the middle. Nice kick has found player all on their own. I think it's Lorenzo again. Lorenzo kicks it inboard now. Goes over the top of everyone. Walsh is there. Pujimi for Tiwi Bombers. Great tackle though by Rioli. Little kick away by Crawford. Walsh first at the ball, just kicks it off the ground for Southern Districts towards the boundary line. A foot race now between Lorenzo and Davies. Held without it. I think Davies was even waiting for the free kick there, and it's ended up back in her hands and she gets wrapped up.
Yeah, good contest there. Davies knew that she had the strength, needed to be careful how she wrapped her up to make sure she didn't give away the free kick. And look, both players there on haunches.
Pretty steamy today, like that humidity's come back after the rain, and yeah, it'd be nice and sweaty out there at this time of the day.
And Rhiannon Bush has come off, so a bit of concern about that knee.
On the halftime siren, yes, I hope it's okay for Rhiannon. Southern Districts 4-26, leading the Tiwi Bombers 2-4-16, a 10-point margin, Tash, in a really good first half of footy.
Yeah, it was probably the first 5 minutes of that second quarter, where probably 5 or 7 minutes that the Crocs kicked those 2 goals to start the second quarter, and then it was again that arm wrestle. So Tiwi nearly could have got 2 back. Jimmy missed one, running into an open goal, hit the post, and the other one with a snap just missed as well, shaved the outside of the post. So contest is still there, but I just think that Tiwi need to kick the next goal.
Yeah, great summary. Thank you, Tash. We'll go to the halftime break and be back for the second half after these messages.
You know Territorians go a long way for one another. So it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we are here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling expenses. And that goes a long way when you're away. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Looking for a fun day out with your family or friends? Putt on over to Palmerston Mini Golf. With our beautifully landscaped course suitable for all ages, you'll have a blast playing mini golf here at Palmerston. We offer the perfect setting for kids' birthday parties, complete with special packages to make their day unforgettable. And if you're looking to have some fun with your mates, we have you covered too. Play during the day or under lights. We're open until 10 p.m.
And we'll see you around Palmerston Mini Golf.
Find us at the Palmerston Golf and Country Club.
So we're here on a Friday night for our NAB AFL Auskick, where we run a girls only option and the kids are pumped, ready to rock and roll and have some fun with the footy.
We signed our daughter up for Auskick because her big brother did Auskick last year and she just loves it. I thought signing her up for a girls only group would be a great chance for her to kind of be with some friends in a comfortable environment.
The thing about a girls only team that I think Zoe really enjoys is that she gets to run around with like-minded girls. They get distracted, they do cartwheels, they hold hands, they sing. It just makes it a bit more of a fun experience.
I like Auskick because I get to play with my sister. We love Auskick!
A number of parents have asked if their daughter has to be in the all-girls group, and they don't. There will be some girls that will naturally just gravitate to brothers or cousins and join the boys group and have just as much fun if it were to be single sex. So yeah, there's definitely options there every Friday night.
My girls just love interacting with the other girls here. They love kicking a footy, they love learning the skills, and they love the hot dog at the end. I love joining in with my girls. I actually can't help myself, and I love to see the skills not only of my kids but of the other kids in their girls only group really developing over the clinic.
Evie just loves playing the games, learning new things. She'll be doing it then for the rest of the weekend, doing her favourite kicks, telling us how many goals she kicked on Friday night.
The best thing about Auskick is that it's really fun. It's lots of fun for them.
Yeah!
Work it out of defence through the hands of Mar to the advantage of a teammate, but eventually it's kicked back in. Motlop had his kick smothered. There's a kick out of the pack. All the Pint players are claiming it was touched, but I'm not sure the goal umpire's convinced of that. And the goal umpire's satisfied that it is a goal down there, and that allows Robinson to come in, get the hand pass over the top to Harris. He's going to be too slow to get rid of that ball and chase down from behind. So terrific second effort. It's the mark on the outer side. It's got a leading player out there, which was Jackson Calder. You could almost play that mark in these conditions, you would have thought, but play on's the call as the kick comes in. Here's a chance for Saints again. Snap over the shoulder on the left boot. I think it's pretty good, and it was Garner this time who's put that one through. And terrific finish down there, and beautifully over the back, and he wastes no time. He's off and running, kicks inboard towards half forward, but again Pint have got numbers back there, but again at ground level the Saints have worked it through the hands to Dylan Lant. Lant with a kick on the left has kicked it straight through the middle for another one of those opportunist goals, but it's taken here by Brett, who kicks inside forward 50, looking for Holt Fitz down there. He's worked his opponent out of the way, has a snap towards goal. It's Pinter, the only players back there, and a diving mark going in the same direction as the football, taken by Harry McKinney. So McKinney, top of the goal square, directly in front, bangs it through, and as you said, Nick, that does make it interesting because it closes the gap to about a goal. Taken it on the chest and it slips straight through. And now Brad Ryan just forces it to the boundary line. It's going to be penalised here for deliberately out of bounds. Calder was calling for it, and a 50-metre penalty for arguing, so that's going to take him right to the goal line and
over. And then he wasn't happy with the decision, and it's just cost him a goal.
Plenty of incentive for both sides as Saints have worked it to half forward. Calder sees the ball in his hands, kicks forward, and Corowa running backwards takes the mark, judged it beautifully. It's on the way, it's being clapped through on the goal line by his teammates, and that's the start that Pint really didn't need to open this quarter, and comes in now, it's just dragged it.
He did go for a point, but he's been given the 50.
Yeah, so Pint get the answering goal in this final quarter as they needed to. So the margin back to 15 points. And into space running in here was Peters for Pint. Used it well by hand, and the kick comes into the top of the goal square. There's a chance for Pint as they work it out. Holt Fitz now on the left, kicks towards goal, and I think he snuck that one in. He has for another goal for Pint there, second for the quarter. In a number of those contests. So the siren goes to end the game. A tough slog, but St Mary's just too strong in the end, Nick.
Yeah, 15-point win, 6-9, 45 to 4-6, 30.
Kick will go to Antonio James, the Darwin Buffaloes. Buffaloes kick forward, centre half forward, ball on the ground, in dispute. Eldridge after the football, gets it out nicely by hand. And the kick on goal, the first goal, inside 1 minute, if you don't mind, 24 seconds. And that was Lachlan Hill.
He's just coming in, he's taking his time, and it looks looking good.
Beautiful.
It's right on the line.
But it was right on the line. It was tubbed through, but the kick off the ground, and he's claiming the goal.
Bump on the side, and Yaron with a swift pickup. He's got space, he's got teammates, and Mensch releases Stokes, who's going to have a long shot on goal because there's no one guarding the square. And it goes straight through. A beautiful kick and great hands, and a passage of play there by the Darwin Buffaloes between Mensch and Stokes.
Working overtime. Tiwi Bombers have the football. Daniel Potts goes across the face of goal. Just kicked it in, picked it out, picked up Stokes. Stokes kicks on goal. I reckon he's got his third or his second. Jared Stokes, you are on fire. Nicely done. Xavier Grant still inside defensive 50, looking to the outer in the corridor. Mucked it up with a short kick. Kick on goal. Darwin, the Tiwi Bombers need this. They do need this, and they get it. And I reckon that's Damien Dunn.
Looks like it was Damien Dunn to just have a shot on, nice long shot on goal there. That's Hill with a quick tap to Eldridge, and Eldridge looking for a teammate forward, and it's the big fella in it, Daniel Stafford. Can't quite take the chest mark, but comes off the back with it, and a quick shot on goal, empty goal square, and it goes straight through.
Nicky.
And that's Tipalora. He's looking to play on. That he does. He's got a teammate up the back, and who puts his mitts up, doesn't quite take that mark, and great spoil, but a kick out the air by the Tiwi Bombers, and they've kicked a goal. I can't quite see who that is, but what a kick off the deck. And he looks like he's hurt himself there, some soccer superstar.
Jared Stokes it is. This time, he goes for Stafford, and Stafford doesn't let him down, takes the mark. Stafford points to the man on the mark, sells the dummy, runs in, kicks on goal, and the big fella has done it again. Got 3 in the second, now he's got 1 in the third. And on the ground, if the ball's on the ground, the man that can get it is Jared Stokes. It is Jared Stokes, and Stokes has got 3. How easy is this game when you are Jared Stokes? Fitzgerald probably won the tap. Ball on the ground, over the back. He does well. Damien Dunn kicks on goal. Can he miraculously kick a goal? He can. What an absolute goal.
Tipalura loves it in the goal square as well, and they get around and celebrate, and the Bombers are real momentum swinger as well.
57. Series of handballs. See the Buffaloes go forward. Out they go wide this time. Antonio James. James, long, forward, accurate. It is accurate. It's a goal. Buffaloes by 12 points.
Yeah, so I was just having a look, and that's the third goal of this quarter. First one for Buffs. It's taken them a while
to get the 4 points. The Bomber defence. There's the siren. It is the Darwin Buffaloes. They do keep in touch. Darwin Buffaloes.
Welcome back to Gardens Oval for the second half of this round 16 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League game between the Tiwi Bombers and Southern District, and we've got a great game on our hands. It is Southern District with a 10-point lead, but it was a pretty even first half. Tash, tell us a bit about your thoughts. Second half coming up.
Yeah, it was, and Tiwi with their 2 goal kickers in Dunn and Tip and Woody in the first quarter, and Crocs got too early on to start that second quarter. Then Tiwi couldn't snatch them back after having a couple of opportunities, and both the real good opportunities went to our Jamie Lee, poor Jimmy,
yeah.
and Maria Rioli as well had a bad miss after a really good set of play that she had. So they need to get the first goal on the board here, the Bombers, and in the ruck now is Twaddle for Crocs. So they get the first clearance once again here, the Crocs. They've got the first clearance to start each quarter so far in this game. Hewitt goes in to meet the footy, paddles it to herself. The numbers are all here for Crocs. It comes out now, gets the kick away. Good work there by Frida A ton of Mary just barrels it to the wing. Toy should get there first. She does. Usually a good kick of the footy. Just lowers her eyes and through the hands of a teammate. Under a bit of pressure. They'll be happy to just create a stoppage, but now it comes out. Last thing that the Bombers needed. Over the top, and well done. Frida. And a ton of Mary with the one-handed mark, if you don't mind.
She's playing some good footy, Frida.
She is, and Rioli will pick this up. She'll fancy her chances. Handballs to herself. Burke gets there first. She's pushed in the back and she's earned herself a free kick. They need to get this to her quickly. Maria Rioli needs to keep running because she's the go-to person. She can really light up this game, and that's where she's looking. So a one-on-one, genuine one-on-one contest. Watch her go. Rioli.
Just that one hand again.
Has a bounce, has a second bounce. Through the corridor, long, 2-on-1. Little shove in the back there against Harden. That's Lily Harden. Comes down to Lami. Picks it up towards Dunn. Walsh is racing back as well. Another foot race here. Dunn traps the footy. Can she pick it up? She can't. Walsh is happy to get it back, and it's rushed through. And I tell you, there was just that little bit of pressure to allow that rush. Otherwise, it would have been a free kick.
It's a great contest. I'm loving it between Lalia Dunn and Ashley Walsh as Southern Districts bring it back down the grandstand side. They're just very evenly matched, those two.
Yeah, thought that was over the shoulder, but the umpire benefited the doubt. Again, Tiwi come up with it. Quick kick forward there. Son of Mary. Sharan. Oh, holding the footy. No, they finally get it out now. If you've got your body over the footy, you're entitled to tackle. That should have been in the back. Went in hard, straight in the back. Now the umpire has found a free kick. Which way is it going? It is going the way of the Crocodiles, and it's 50. So a vital 50 there. I think that's Toy with the footy. I think it is. No, it's not Toy. It is Harden. It's Elise Harden. Gets out the back. Oh, got hands to it there. Bush, good to see her back. She's got the knee strapped up. She handballed to herself, then to a teammate. Parked underneath this. Number of players. Forsyth met it hard. Emma gets the ball out to a teammate. Calling for the footy was O'Brien. She couldn't handle the footy. Now it comes out here to Twaddle. Twaddle's already got a goal. Puts it to the goal square, but the only one back there once again is Frida. Punitana to save the day.
Has there been a whistle? Yeah, 50-metre penalty. So Tiwi Bombers get one back now. So Frida Punitana.
And she can go here. She doesn't need to wait for the umpire to set it. She can keep running, and she does.
Too.
So they play that rule. If you know it, you can play it really well. Oh,
good mark. Harden again. Yeah, she's coming into this third quarter.
Here's Davies. Hasn't had a touch yet this quarter. Kicked it over her head. So good mark. Cunningham. She's had a good game today as well.
Yep. Cunningham now through the middle looking for the lead of Palapumini. Looking for the free kick. Spinning out of the back there. Forsyth for Crocs. And they're going to go back inboard. But Tiwi Bombers with the weight of numbers here. They just need to pick it up. Tapping it backwards again. And now Palapumini gets a little kick away. Leading to the ball, Crocs, but they've got the spare player here, Tiwi Bombers, but that's great mopping up in the back line by Toy. Gee, she's having a good third quarter as well, Tash.
Yeah, she is. Kicks it to the wing here. Well done. Good effort there by O'Brien. She's ripped off the footy. This contest is hard and ferocious to start this third quarter. There's bodies crashing. They're a bit high. The umpire still hasn't seen it. Cheryl said play on, and it's gone straight back to those two players again. And this time, Cheryl says, give it to me. She's going to ball it up.
Yeah, the umpire just on the wrong side for that one. There was definitely a hand over the shoulder.
So 9 points the difference here. And a really hard contest, really good contest as well. Both teams, if they can win this game, have finals on the line. If they have a good run home, that gets over the back. Bush read that ball well. She's got two to beat. Once again, she'll be happy to hold this footy up and does it professionally. Well done there to Riri. She had two to beat there. She knew she had to grab that footy and wrap it up, and she did that. Davies has Hewitt at the back. Hewitt trying to get boot to ball. Doesn't. Close to the boundary line. Hewitt goes in hard. There's Twaddle again. Twaddle went back in again. Not picked up there by Nenki.
May Cantella doing a power of work back there, and here she is again. Just gets it back to Rhiannon Bush. Bush getting the kick away, but great work there by Michaela Collins, who read the ball best and marked for Southern Districts.
Oh, she's got a number of players on in the corridor. They're screaming for it. They're still screaming for it. Tiwi still haven't seen, and now she finally goes there, and Tiwi did not pick up those two players in the corridor, and in the end Twaddle takes the mark. She also had Boyd not far from her that was unmarked, and Twaddle's kicked one in the second quarter. Go back to kick her second, kick Southern District's fifth and the first of this quarter, and that's what she's done. So broken away now to a 15-point lead, which is a handy 15-point lead as well, because that's 3 goals that Tiwi need to kick to take the lead.
Yeah, it's a great lead in this game. Just a youngster. She's under 18, Twaddle. She's represented the Northern Territory in the AFL National Development Championships in the under-16s and enjoying her senior football for Southern Districts. So she's been really important today, as Tash said, kicking one in the second and one in the third. So the score now, Southern Districts 5-2-32, leading the Tiwi Bombers to 5-17 at almost the 7-minute mark of this third quarter. There's a great crowd in. We've got the men's game coming up after this, as we said, and it's a good weekend of territory footy here. Just a couple of games to go before finals.
Yeah, they've put Davies back in the ruck as well. Twaddle up forward. She's the goal kicker. Rioli out-bodied, but she's going to get this footy back. Kicks it off the ground, just getting it forward any way they can. Tiwi Bombers, that's holding the jumper. That one was seen, so Shearer there complaining, but it was definitely tugging that jumper and done. Just lands short, lands in the arms of Walsh. Perfect bounce for her. Comes out Schneider, picks it up, tries to get around Davies. She does. Walsh is underneath it. Crawford come across. Not enough talk there to the Crocs. This can result in the goal. The first goal for the Bombers since the first quarter. And they've missed.
Yeah, disappointing. It was great vision to get the handball out there and just rushed. I don't think they realised how much time that they had, but they've got that point on the board now. So Tiwi Bombers 2-5-17, trailing Southern Districts 5-2-32 as Walsh brings it in once again for Southern Districts.
They should look for Davies, but didn't have the legs to get there. Played on quickly here, the Bombers. Looks inboard, done. Can take the mark. She's dropped it. Can she kick it off the ground? She can't. It's hit a number of players, I think, but the umpire says...
Oh, touched. I thought he was going to...
We were in suspense there. We didn't usually. We're waiting for the motion of touch.
She had two hands about to go up, but that Jamie Lee Pujimi doing some great work. She's tied her hair back now, so she's a bit more recognisable to us who know her. As Walsh brings it out again, he's got no sense of occasion, the goal umpire.
No, I can't say we were on the edge of our seats because we're on the edge of the concrete.
We're on the concrete. We brought our chair pads like old grannies today. Here at Gardens as Southern Districts try to work that out. Great work there, though, by the Tiwi Bombers in Cunningham to come through and create something for the Tiwi Bombers and found Jamie Lee Pujimi with a nice mark in about 40 metres out, 35 metres out of goal.
Yeah, and this is well within her range as well. Just the lack of communication there, the two Crocs defenders. I thought they must have assumed that each other were going for the footy, and Jamie Pujimi didn't have to move. It just landed in her lap in between the two Crocs players that were coming back with the fly to the footy. So she ignores the lead. So poor Jimmy. And that's come off the side of her boot again. And they're saying it's last touch, but it's not. It's in the 50.
It's in the 50.
So that is okay. So the boundary umpire is probably just...
Yeah, I think he's getting confused. Umpire Cheryl Smode just telling him it'll be a throw-in. So we're 9.5 minutes into this third quarter and indicating they're going up in the ruck. That's Kiana Toy for Crocs, and I think that's Palapamini for
She can't
Tiwi.
do that because she's taken it straight out of the ruck and she wasn't the nominated ruck. So
just some rule confusion here.
It wasn't the best boundary throw-in, to be honest, so it probably needed to be called back to have it again because it totally missed where the ruck had set up. But the umpires are doing their best. Happened a couple of times last week as well, the boundary throw-ins. But Tiwi fighting hard. They know they need to get this next goal. Good rundown tackle by Toy. And there's that rugby league background that I was talking about.
Who does she play for, Palmerston?
No, she plays for Litchfield.
Ah, yep, of course. Southern Districts out at Fred's Pass. Very strong rugby league club as well. As her kick goes over the top of a teammate now. Out the back with the quick hands, the Tiwi Bombers. They send it inboard to Maria Rioli. A high kick there comes off hands. Picking it up first, Lorenzo gets it back to a teammate. Now the little kick goes into the top of the goal square. Diving on it, and Walsh once again for Southern Districts getting that defensive kick away. But here she is, Maria Rioli, with a beautiful running mark. Passes it on quickly. She's got a player at the back, Jamie Lee. Jimmy got told to play on. Picks up, bounces, kicks. And I thought she was celebrating a goal there, but another behind for the Tiwi Bombers. They can't buy a goal.
That was frustration there because the mark just dropped short and the umpire called play on, and probably just with that extra pressure that Carbone put on poor Jimmy there, that she can't buy a goal. That's her fourth behind, and one that's gone out of bounds with a shot on goal. So Davies has gone back for the kick-in duties. She's launched that outside the 50. Looking for Carbone. Rioli's tapping it to herself. She's going to regather here. If they can just clear the path for her. She was taken high, and the umpire saw that one. So free kick going against Lily Harden. So Rioli. Now, I tell you what, if no one comes in the inside of her here on the right, we're behind her, she can play on here and just straighten up this angle because she's a really good kick. And Crocs aren't awake to it here. You can see all that space there. This is probably just on her. Yeah, this is just on her distance. And if I was Maria with the speed that she has, I would absolutely take off right now. You can hear
telling her teammate to move, free to get out of my way.
Putatana Mary is telling her, I want to have a crack. There it goes. She's taking it on, and she's gone with the tour, but doesn't have the legs on it. She's not happy with herself, but it was definitely the right idea. Crocs weren't awake to it. That's right. If she's having a shot on goal, I never stand on the mark on for her because she's too quick.
Crocs going back across goal here. Kick off the ground by Shearer. It's going to be bundled across the line. But she's so talented, Maria Rioli. She's built so differently to her brother Morris. MJ's more of a low, speedy little zip around, whereas Maria's so versatile. She can be a key position player. She can go in the ruck, forward, back line. So she's got a bright career ahead of her.
And she does. Good utility. So this is opportunity here for the Bombers. We've gone nearly 13 minutes in this third quarter. 12 points the difference, so 2 goals.
Just the 1 goal scored in this one, though, so it won't be a long...
Look at the behinds that they've scored. So Rioli just absolutely ran through Twaddle there. Good work by Boyd. Boyd against Dunn. Handball comes out the back. Forsyth will pick this up. She's a quality player. I've loved the way she's gone about it this season. There's Rhiannon Bush with the experience. The legs will get her there. She's got time to pick it up. She's just going to boot it. But she looked up and it was a sea of Crocs there. They've got the numbers. They need to put the shepherd on. There was no communication there. In the end, the one Tiwi play ended up with the footy. Parked underneath it, and that's a good mark taken there by Collins. They need to move it in quickly here. They've got the numbers, Crocs, holding it up. Now it finally gets over the back. They pick it up, can run in the corridor, and she had 2 players by herself. Oh, wasted opportunity there to the Crocs. They could have really nailed this game, I feel, with just that extra goal.
They could have, and the Tiwi Bombers wasted as well, Tash, because they just had the ball for the last 10 minutes pretty much without scoring a goal. So been an interesting third quarter. Southern Districts 5-2-32, still leading the Tiwi Bombers to 8-20, and we're at the 14-minute mark of the third quarter.
The dive on the footy here, it's not coming out. The umpire said that is holding the footy because she's dived on it. Oh, pleading her case there. I think she had a case to plead as well. Very unlucky there. So I think that's Twaddle with the footy. So she's kicked 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Going for her third. Looks good, but misses to the near side. So 3 for a minor score, which makes it 13 points.
Yeah, 13 points. Southern
Districts. Handy point. Might be a handy point, that one.
5-3-33, leading the Tiwi Bombers to 8-20.
Good mark out wide there by Kimberly Cunningham. She comes in board. Mark. Kathleen Cunningham. Oh, one-hander if you don't mind. Mungatopi. She's coming out wide again, but a player's just come on. Picked up poor Jimmy. She takes off. She has a bounce. This is her bread and butter. She'll handball to herself. They couldn't knock her over. Hewitt tried to. She's tapped it to her advantage. She'll go again. Now she drives it in over the back, looking for Dunn. Walsh couldn't get back there. Ellie Hardwick's got there as well. Walsh is going to stop her, and she kicks it. Finally, the Bombers have their third goal after kicking 2 in the first quarter, and well done. But Jamie Lee, poor Jimmy, turning back the clock there. The players tried to knock her off the footy because she was tapping it to her own advantage, but well done and a good setup by all Tiwi players there to move it from half-back.
Yeah, she's so strong, Jamie Lee, and she knows what she's doing. She's, as I said, been playing Women's Premier League footy for about 16 or 17 years and absolute stalwart of the game up here. Probably a little bit underrated, but Lalia Dunn with the vision, but also Ali Hardwick doing that hard running to lose her player. I think she actually might have come off the bench and
she did.
sneaked down
She snuck on
unnoticed and to kick a much-needed goal for the Tiwi Bombers. So the score now, Southern Districts 5-4-34, leading the Tiwi Bombers 3-9-27. So still just 7 points in it.
Yeah, when we thought that the Crocs are the one that they should have nailed down here, but they've still got opportunity to go. Schneider needs to get rid of it. She didn't. They should have been holding the footy. The umpire gave her the benefit of the doubt, and she's wrapped up there by O'Brien. So it won't be long left in this quarter. As you said, only 2 goals kicked in this quarter.
Yeah, 16 and a half minutes have ticked over. Coming out now, Rioli just bombs it low and hard into the 50. Hardwick running the hardest. Little kick off the side. She needs someone to run onto it here as the Crocs player goes to ground, and guess what? Walsh just cleaning it up again.
And as that snuck inside the 50, they're going to have a look here, because if it's inside the 50, it's a ball up, or boundary throw in, sorry. Nah, it was just outside, so it's last touch. Oh, too far out. They saved by the bell there, but a really good quarter and a good
She's going to have a kick. She said, yep, I'll have my shot on it. And they need to guard the goal square here, Crocs, because if it rolls through, it counts. So I think it's Palapumini over there who's having a shot on goal on the far side. Even though the siren has gone, she can take her kick.
They'll go the barrel as well. Here we go, barrel.
So it doesn't quite make the distance. We just need someone from Crocs to touch it to stop the quarter. There it is. And so 3-quarter time here at TIO Stadium. Southern Districts 5-4-34. Leading Tiwi Bombers 3-9-27. We'll go to the 3-quarter time break and be back for the final quarter after these messages.
Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Welcome back to Gardens Oval in Darwin on Larrakia country for the final quarter of this round 16 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League game between the Tiwi Bombers and Southern Districts. Liz Cruz and Tash Medbury in the commentary box. It's been a fantastic game so far, and it's Southern Districts who take a 7-point lead into the final quarter. Underway already. Jamie Lee Pajimi gets to the ball quickly. Beautiful sidestep there to get that kick away in front of Maria Rioli. She's running onto it, but met by Harden of Southern Districts and forced the turnover. So Crocs working well here. Hewitt getting that little handball away. Rioli back there again. Poor Jimmy now with a kick down the wing.
Oh.
Almost a mark there. So Tip and Woody that was. Yelena who kicks it out in front of her Tiwi teammates here. They need a goal. Can they get boot to ball? Some fantastic work by Ashley Walsh. She has been fantastic for Crocs today in defence.
Oh, that was play of the day, actually, regardless of how this game ends up. That was fantastic work because out the back was May Cantilla. All she needed to do was get boot to ball, but she also dived at the footy but made sure not to give away the free kick at diving below the leg. So Bush couldn't take that one. Hewitt got a handball away. Oh, Shearer tried to take her over. She thought it was over, but out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, so Crocs will get the kick in there. I don't think Walsh has realised yet. So now she has.
Yeah, Tip and Woody just had no options there and needed to put it in the corridor rather than having a snap-on goal from really deep in that forward pocket. So Rhiannon Bush trying to mark up Dave is here. She's going to be the go-to play. She's going to come down the line. She does that. Puts it up. Davies has a run at it. Caught in front there. Courageous there by Kimberly Cunningham to bring it to ground. She knew Crocs' big ruck was coming and a lovely mark, but it's a push in the back and the free kick is going the way of the Bombers. So Dunn already kicked a goal in the first quarter, and this will make it a 1-point ball game if she can kick this.
Yeah, she stayed in her zone today, Dunn, as she 1, 2, 3 steps, kicks it, and she says, Tiwi, let's go. And she puts her team within 1 point of Southern Districts. The score now, Tiwi Bombers 4-9-33, Southern Districts 5-4-34. And the Tiwi Bombers have actually had more scoring shots, Tash. That's 13-9. So...
And out of those 9, at least 5. A couple have hit the post. They've been very, very close. So at least 5 of those could have been goals. I just feel that the run is all with the Bombers at the moment. And Tiwi are throwing everything at them. So in the midfield, you've got Maria Rioli that put Rhiannon Bush in there as well. Just for her experience, her size, as well, and her strength. So
Fleur Davies in the ruck for Crocs. I'll be interested to see how she finishes this game. She had a fantastic first quarter.
Yeah, full of run here, the Bombers. Crocs are just struggling a little bit. She punches that one forward. Poor Jimmy, best on ground so far. That gets to Bush. Kicks it forward to space. Running hard. Just lost her feet at the last minute there was Lily Harden, but she did well to get it close to the boundary line. Taken a little bit high. The ball's coming out the back now. And the umpire says, give it to me.
They all looked at the boundary umpire who doesn't make the calls, but umpire Cheryl Smode comes in now. We'll ball it up. So Davies for Crocs will go up in the ruck, and Rhiannon Bush giving away some height, but really strong in the body.
Yeah, see, and there she goes. As much as she wasn't going to contest that ruck, she then becomes another midfielder on the ground. So really, really smart play. She'll do it again as well here, Ree. She'll just let her take this ruck. So that time to the advantage, straight down the throat of Harden. Harden, Hewitt from the back, made a contest of it against Matana Mary. That's freed up. Hewitt was taken without the footy, so free kick. They'll all run forward here. A lot of Tiwi players. They were looking cool. You could hear the call for switch. If this gets over the back, it does.
They're on here. They've got the runners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just needs to kick it off the ground. She does that. Emma, also will get there.
Poor Jimmy back first.
She's absolutely everywhere. She's definitely best on ground. She needs to keep this in. She does. Well done. Otherwise, that was going to be close to deliberate. Good smother. Well done as well there too, Nenki.
That was fantastic by Jamie Lee Pujimi there. There were 5 Crocs pushing forward, and she beat all of them to the ball and just toe poked it out in front of herself to wait for her Tiwi Bombers teammates to come in support.
And then Rhiannon Bush has run all the way down there as well to compete in this ruck. So again, that time she competes against Horn.
Tiwi Bombers kicking it out, but yeah, cut off well there by Harden. Gets a handball over the top, but Tiwi Bombers just really bringing it in this last quarter. Maria Rioli just pushing off her player.
They're tagging her. They're not letting her run at this footy. They're sacrificing a player, the Crocs, to tag her. She just needs to keep playing her game. Hewitt in front, brings the ball to ground. Good work there by Bush again. This time Hewitt front and centre, parked underneath it, and a good mark. Well done to the Crocs to work pretty hard. And Rihanna Hewitt, 2 efforts in that. And not much that Rhiannon Bush could do. She was outnumbered, but did everything she possibly could to try and stop that. I think that's Horn. Is that Horn?
Just
No,
trying to pick up
12,
the number
12.
there.
Harris.
Yeah, Eva Harris. So she'll have a shot on goal from about 30 metres out, directly in front.
Important kick, this one. And she's kicked
it.
So very, very important kick. That takes it back to 7 points. So we've gone, what have we gone? 6 minutes in this quarter. Terrific game of women's football here today. We're seeing all the skills on talent here. But Rioli, we'll just watch, and I think, who is it? O'Brien. So number 27, O'Brien, just seems to be going to the old style tagging role. And you can see
just
Davies
trying to get Maria frustrated as well. So
Davies here, the ruck, she's just letting O'Brien know just a few tactics as well. We're just watching in the circle here, and that's her AFLW experience as she goes O'Brien straight to Rioli.
So Southern District 6-4-40 leading the Tiwi Bombers 4-9-33 at the 6.5 minute mark of this final quarter here at Gardens Oval.
Davies punches that one forward. There was Rioli, there's O'Brien, but this time the umpire saw bit of a tug on the jumper. So Rioli. Oh, O'Brien's come. That should have been 50. Bush takes the mark against Toy. Just a short kick, lands just in front of her teammate. Desperately trying to get to that footy was Kathleen Cunningham. She lays over it. Now it comes out. Davies has it. She's a booming kick. She does. She goes long. That's about 45 metres. Hewitt marks it and runs. Quickly kicks it forward, asking a lot of her forward down there. And Malone, few to beat. Frida Punatanameri has a bounce if you don't mind, and then looks for Rioli. She's underneath it. O'Brien with the contest to her, goes to ground. They're both pulling each other's jumper. And this time I think O'Brien's going to earn the free kick. What a battle it's been, those two. So Maria Rioli's teammates just have to be awake to this and just try and get some body in to O'Brien, just to allow Maria Rioli to get some space. Don't see taggers very often in women's footy.
No, Heidi Thompson was talking about it today with Charlie King on ABC Grandstand about whether they would tag Danielle Ponta in tomorrow's important game, and she said no. So just let them play the game as Rioli unable to take that mark. Crocs now kicking it off the ground through Boyd, but Tiwi first at the ball. Pujimi, little push there by Boyd, but play on. Crocs with the kick away, and a beautiful kick and a great mark inside 50.
Is that Harris again? Just in the right place at the right time. No, this time it is Malone. So yeah, when we played Waratahs just before Christmas, actually Waratahs did tag Marika Carlton, as you would, but they did a tagging roll on her, which caught us off a little bit. So he kicks it to the goal square. That's a good mark.
Great mark.
Frida's been
really good.
Really, really good back there. She'll take him on as well. And the umpire is saying, no, it's a free kick going the way of Crocs for a hold.
Well, that's disappointing for the Tiwi Bombers, because in a close game, a free kick in front of goal is
so
crucial.
Who's that? Horn. So Horn. Don't think that was against Frida, but it's one of her teammates just, it's come off the side of the boot. So they're still in it here.
Didn't think about that one. 2 steps and a kick. Probably needed to head over the ball and work on the technique. So
could have sewed that one up. That would have
sewed the game up.
They had needed 3 goals to win it. Now it's only 8 points.
Yeah, Southern District 6-5-41, leading the Tiwi Bombers 4-9-33. So 9 minutes have gone. 9.5 minutes in this final quarter as Frida Punatanameri has it in the back.
Oh, Hewitt will get there. She's chopped it off. Well done. Hardwick on the ground. Also, handballs off to a teammate. Boyd's got it now. She'll go back inboard. Also couldn't take the footy. There's Dunn and comes off. Is Zara Dunn off the side of her boot. Rhiannon Bush is on the sideline. They need to get her back out there. She's too important to be off at this stage of the game. Looking in the corridor. Where's Davies? I think she's off as well. I can't spot her out there. Oh no, there she is. Forward 50. Go to the side. Poor Jimmy, go-to player. Takes the mark just inside the defensive 50 here. She'll take her on. She can run a long way here. They're not going to her. Boyd does now. And she goes on the inside. So she's gained 30 metres without even kicking the footy. And a good mark taken by Elise Harden. She's had a really good game.
Really good game.
She looks to switch it. 2 players. Cabone's underneath it. Fist was in there. Cabone got it back.
Jimmy again. No.
So picked up.
Was,
good tackle.
Kimberly
Can't get rid of the footy. And this time caught holding the footy. So good tackle there by Nenke. Nenke. 2 players can raffle it off here. Collins. They just need to... There's Davies. Looking for Hewitt. Hewitt. Beautiful kick to space. And then she can look inboard. She's got Cabone all by herself. And now Hardwick just wakes up to that and just lining the corridor. But Hewitt, she's a good kick at the footy. Well within her distance.
Skills, beautiful junior player and just starting to blossom in her senior career. On the right, couple of steps. Goal umpire doesn't move. Rania Hewitt has kicked a goal and that should probably cement the win now for Southern Districts.
Yeah, you'd think so. We've gone 11 and a half minutes now. And that makes it, was it 14 points?
Yeah, so only 1 multiple goal kicker today, and that's Kate Twaddle for Southern District. Sorry, 2, Fleur Davies, as we see Davies on screen there. Just as
did a bit of a twerk there, Davies and Hewitt. Must
Great,
be a few dance moves when these girls go to town, I reckon.
The Crocs mob out at Fred's Pass, they have some good parties out there once the football finishes in the rural area. But yeah, Fleur Davies, super impressive, just 185 centimetres. She's dropped back now to centre half forward by the looks. They're switching it up now. So in the ruck is Twaddle.
So Twaddle against Schneider. Ball comes out. Is that Toy tracking the footy? She's had a good game today as well. Toy goes in again. Now she gets it back out to Twaddle. She's pushed off the footy. And the umpire. Free kick to Twaddle. Just puts it up. Jamie Lee couldn't take the mark this time. She's got a couple to beat. Goes in second effort, third effort. Now it comes out into the clear. Toy goes long over the head of Davies. Cabone gets there. Couldn't take it on the bounce. Hewitt's going to hit this at pace. Give it to Davies. Well done. Those two, they've linked up all day today. Davies gets it back again. Trying to get her kick away, and the umpire said, no, that's holding the footy. You dropped it. Unlucky there. And 50. So she's either said something or didn't give the footy back, I don't think. So Zara Dunn. It's a big 50 as well.
It is. Dunn, the St Mary's Junior, but obviously one of the Dunns from the Tiwi Islands. Very, very famous family. Gives it off to her family member Lalia.
Accidental trip there. Good work by the umpire. Let that go. Totally accidental. Walsh is in there once again. Always at the bottom of the pack in the back line there for the Crocs. A little bit high. Umpire said play on. That was Lily Harden, number 11 for the Crocs, and a kick out of that pack and through for another minor score. So 10 behinds here to the Tiwi Bombers. 14 opportunities compared to 12.
And it was May Cantilla with that kick, but Megan Crawford, who'll bring it back in for Southern Districts. They'd be pretty happy with their second half of the season, the Crocs. They, had a horror start to the season on the scoreboard, but they stuck together and just really improved as the season's gone on.
Oh, 100%. This is their first game against Tiwi. They only lost by a point, I think it was. So they match up really well, these teams. And, of course, what really has kick-started them is the good win they got at home a couple of weeks ago against the Buffettes. So there's Davies. Picks it up, waiting for a runner. Bush was there. There's Forsyth. Gee, she's led by example. Look at the chain of hand passes. Cabone just didn't have the legs on it to get it to Hewitt. So Kiranua looks inboard. Rioli, this is the first bit of space she has found all quarter. For about a quarter and a half, I reckon. O'Brien went to her halfway during that third quarter. Poor Jimmy, best player on the ground, I feel, today. Hand passes over the top. Oh, couldn't get a handle of the footy there. Kimberly Cunningham has also had a good game. Crawford, the captain, gets a kick away, squeezes it out. Shearer trying to put the body work in, and a good tackle. Follow-up tackle, that ball's not coming out. And we've got a stoppage just inside the forward 50 here for the Bombers. We've gone 15 and a half minutes in this last quarter.
Yeah, done well there, Shearer. She's the A-grade coach of the Nightcliff Tigers netball team with a netball background, has crossed over to footy pretty well as Crocs work that out. Great handball now and get the kick away. Ellie Hardwick first at the ball for Crocs, but Davies there with the pressure. Great tackle by Hardwick on Forsyth, who picked it up for Crocs.
Oh, in the back.
Yeah, unlucky Ellie. She's had a few unlucky ones today. So now Forsyth for Crocs, little kick out in front of Davies. Look at the height difference there between her and Carly Burke. Burke just tapping it out in front of herself though. Well done. Lalia Dunn running onto the ball. Burke kicks it off the ground again. So Burke doing some work off the ball
trying to put that shepherd on.
Try and help her teammates. The two number 11s playing on each other. Just kicked it into her teammate's face there, Harden.
Oh, kicking in danger. The umpire put his whistle to his mouth but didn't blow it. It's gone into the goal square. And Shearer. He said she's transitioned from netball pretty well. And I tell you what, that's one rule that a lot of footballers still don't realise, is to rush that ball behind if you're under pressure. Yeah,
keep it in and handball it to a dangerous area as there's been a whistle.
So playing her in the back line, that's one thing that obviously the coaches have explained to her and she's taken on board. There's Walsh. No, she's got to take that again. The umpire's not happy about something. No one's standing the mark, so it can't be anything else. She doesn't have to stay in the square either. She can run out.
Almost the 17-minute mark of this final quarter.
Oh, Rioli tries the high fly. Her opponent stayed down. O'Brien. I reckon that footy there was Kiranua. Oh, big contest. Twaddle will get there first. She overran the footy. Tiwi player still down in back play there. A ton of Mary. Now she gets to her feet. Contest. Bush is in there. She was taken high. Yeah. No, that's Schneider. So Schneider with the free kick. Schneider, where's the run? Waiting for some leads in this forward line. Frida, put a ton of Mary's gone down there. She's the only one running at the moment. Work. Shearer nearly took that mark. Walsh again. And she kicks it. And O'Brien, it takes a mark. They can slow it down here. Hewitt's moved towards the wing. If she kicks it. Right, she's going the opposite side, and the win goes to the Crocs here in a fantastic game of women's football that we've seen from the first bounce, Liz, and congratulations to the Crocs. But I tell you what, the Tiwi Bombers can hold their heads up high. That was probably one of the better games of women's footy I've seen this season, actually.
Absolutely, they contested all day. I thought their better players were Rhiannon Bush, Jamie Leeper, Jimmy, as you said, Frida Porintatameri and Maria Rioli. For Southern District, Fleur Davies, outstanding for me.
Yep.
Crawford did well at times.
Walsh stopped everything.
She's just amazing in defence. So the win goes to Southern Districts. The final score 7-5-47 to the Tiwi Bombers for 11-35. Do you want to just run through those goal kickers, Tash?
Yeah, so the goal kickers, Layla Dunn had one in the first, one in the last. Ellie Hardwick, one in the third. And Tippett Woody, one in that first quarter. And the goal scorers doubles for Fleur Davies, one in the first, one in the second. Twaddle kicked one in the second, one in that third, and individuals to Harris, Hewitt and Brown.
Yeah, but great sportsmanship, great game, played in good spirit, and we see the teams just shaking hands here. So that's it for Round 16 Women's Premier League broadcast today. Hang around though, we've got the men's coming up. It's been a pleasure to host you. My name's Liz Cruz, and thank you Tash Medbury as always. Fantastic job. And as I said, tune in for the men's game coming up in just under an hour.